And we're going to create a sample here on our webinar. Okay. So I'm going to go over here. I could have created a new one, but I'm going to just go in and edit this one since Noah and I have already done some work. The campaign name, Noah, we just labeled as IBO webinar, right? We can name that whatever we want to. Is that right?
Correct. Yeah. Whatever you're trying to target, just so you can track what it is, that's usually what you make the campaign name.
Great, great. So maybe let's just do this for because I think later on we're going to target cardiologists, right?
Correct. Yep.
You don't
So
need
we
to
can do,
be
yeah.
cardiologists. Okay.
Yep.
In Texas. Okay. Uh, so some people said that they were interested in connecting with cardiologists in Texas. We're going to try to find that group of people later on this webinar. The search itself will go over here, right? So we'll click on add
Yep.
search and that search will get pasted in here, but we're going to do it a different way because some folks on this webinar don't have a massive audience on LinkedIn, don't have a ton of connections on LinkedIn, and that's okay. There's another way to find those connections, right? Using our database that we talked about earlier.
Yes.
So we can do this on LinkedIn, guys. We can go on LinkedIn. We can search for people. We can use LinkedIn itself. We can use Navigator, which is what that search is for. We can also search by post, right, Noah?
Yeah.
Event, group.
Yeah, exactly. Any post. So if you see like a post on LinkedIn that kind of pertains to what you're looking for, you can actually target everyone who's interacted with that post, which is pretty neat. All you'd have to do is grab the URL from LinkedIn, paste it into the system, and everyone who's interacted, whether it might be commented or liked, they'll be brought into one of these campaigns or sequences. The same thing with events on the left-hand side there. So any event that you want to target, even groups, anything like that. And like Adam said there, Sales Navigator lists. If you use Recruiter, you can use different Recruiter project links, Recruiter searches, even upload your own CSV file. What we're going to show you here today is kind of some of the power of the database that we offer. But these are all the different ways of adding your own search list in. Possibilities are endless, as you can see, and then the system kind of takes over from there.
Awesome. And so the first step is identifying what we want to do, right? And so I'm going to click on add step here. And really the first thing we always want to do is send a connection request, right?
Yep. And
Okay.
if you're targeting new people, then sending the connection request is the best thing to do. If you're targeting first degree connections, as I'm sure you're aware, everyone's aware that you don't actually have to send the connection request first. You can skip to just the message. But for today's example, we are going to stick with sending the connection request as the first step.
Gotcha. So I'm going to save that. I'm not even sending a message with that request, and we can talk about the pros and cons of that later. But now we've sent that request and they've actually accepted it, right, Noah?
Correct. So once
Okay.
you've sent this, they've accepted it. Now we're going to move. They haven't replied, but they've accepted it. So now we're going to start. Maybe we'll go with the message here. This might be a follow-up message on LinkedIn. So you could, again, put whatever you would like that you would like in here to say. You can put different variables here. So as you can see, multiple different variables, whatever you'd want to use here. You can also add custom field variables. It's completely up to you and how you want to do that. That would be entered through a CSV file. We do take it one step further. And instead of just having like the first name, company name variables, we have something called AI powered messaging. So if that's turned on, it actually generate hyper-personalized messages for every single prospect. It's going to bring in information from the person's LinkedIn profile page directly into the wording. So it might be something that they say in their about section, or it just takes the extra step to personalize it even more so than just using the variables. And it really helps increase the percentage of people who reply to you because it kind of shows you went the extra mile, even though the system is the one that's doing it.